congratulations. Very much a game of two halves. Didn't start particularly well, but finished exceptionally. Must be happy just with 2 points on the board.
Yeah, I don't think Adam started great neither. I think we were sort of dragging each other down, and then we brought each other along at the end of the game. So, like I say, it's all about grinding the result out, and I got the result. So that's all that matters. I'm not bothered about the performance.
Does that show how far you've come? Because maybe a year, 18 months ago, that's not a game you would have won being in that position.
Yeah, but people have been saying that for 4 years. They keep saying a year, 18 months. You know, how long is this year, 18 months? It's the same as, you know, the guy who's cooking sausages on Snatch. You know, what is it?
Looking at your group, you obviously spoke on Sky about it. Going into a game with Michael van Gerwen with it all on the line, is that the type of pressure that you thrive on?
To be honest, like I never wish a player to lose, but I'd rather, you know, Gabriel gets the win tonight and it's a straight shootout. You know, you don't really be messing about with the legs difference and things like that. If it's a straight shootout, you know exactly what you got to do, win the game, and that's enough. You know, you don't want to be thinking, you know, if he gets 2 legs or, you know, whatever, anything like that. You know, you just want a straight shootout. That's what I'm hoping for.
Must be pleased with the new equipment as well, on stage, under pressure, working straight away.
Yeah, I was more pleased last week, to be honest, in the Winter Series. I think if you have a bad start with a new set of darts, you know, you can maybe play on your mind a little bit, and you might start to question things. But, you know, I played well all week and managed to get a title the last day. So, you know, yeah, everything's good.
We saw you take to social media last night as well. You're obviously disappointed with the result last night, but you didn't think you played that well, but lost. Do you think you played better last night than you did tonight? And it's all
No, I thought I played rubbish both nights, to be honest. But it's a strange one. It was more of a feeling rather than thinking I played, you know, bad. I didn't feel great on stage, and they came off stage and I expected to see sort of a mid-80s average, and I saw 99 and I thought, oh, you know, can't play that bad. So, you know, I didn't, you know, get on my own case too much, and, you know, put a half-decent performance in tonight, but there's still definitely more left in the tank, definitely.
Joe, pleasure as always, mate. Thanks very much.
Nice one. Cheers, Phil.
Hi, Joe. Congratulations on the result tonight. You've just sort of said you're both probably unhappy with both your performances, but that 164 going into the decider, that will be in your mind now. That was probably the highlight so far of the last couple of nights for you. That's a massive boost for you to finish that game in that way.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it just proves that you can do it under pressure, which obviously I've never questioned myself, but, you know, there might be sort of the media and the general public that might question, you know, what you can do under pressure. But it's, like I say, it's my first time here. You know, I'm enjoying the time that I have been here, even though I've not performed as I'd like to yet. But I've got one game left, so hopefully I can, you know, put it right on Thursday night, and I'll see you Friday or Saturday in the last 16.
What will you do now for a day off? I mean, a day off in Coventry, it doesn't sound that pleasant when you're in a bubble, does it?
No, to be fair, I've spoken to lads who've been here, you know, most of the years, like Webby and people like that, and they say, oh yeah, you get a great day off, and, you know, you had this planned and that planned. You know, what are you going to do in lockdown on a day? If you can't even go out for something nice to eat, you know, you've got to, you know, collect it in a bag. So yeah, it's probably just relax all day, and, you know, just watch a few things on TV, and, you know, speak to the family, and, well, basically do nothing really. Might give Michael Smith another lesson at table tennis.
and just lastly, if you, all that time on your hands, just keep that 164 in your mind. If that's your last leg, you're as good as your last leg.
Oh yeah, that must have been brilliant then, eh?
Good stuff. Listen, thanks for your time and good luck on Thursday.
Cheers, nice one, Phil.
Cheers.
Joe, well done on the win tonight and a great finish at the end there. Just in general, the way the last few weeks have gone, is this the best you've felt in your career so far?
Maybe not the Grand Slam, but I think the way things are going, I think I'm feeling good. You know, I played decent in the Winter Series, managed to get a title under my belt as well, and the Europeans. But it's more frustrating, you know, because I did something good. I won the European, then let myself down at the European finals. Yeah, I didn't want to come here and on the back of a win and, you know, let myself down, which I did a little bit last night. But like I say, I looked at the performance and things like that, and it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was while I was on stage. So, you know, wasn't too hard on myself, and, you know, I got a win tonight. It maybe could have been a little bit more comfortable, but credit to Adam, he battled back well from 4-2, and, you know, could have nicked it in the end, but thankfully I did.
You mentioned on Sky at the end there about energy levels. I mean, how are your energy levels? You still feel there's a lot more in the locker this week to come?
Yeah, it's more, if I'm honest, it's more the eating side of things. Excuse me. More the eating side of things. It's difficult to eat, you know, something decent, and you know, when you're eating, you know, fatty foods and things like that, and you just can't help yourself really. It just makes you feel really lethargic, and you lay in bed and feel, you know, disgusting really. So I'd say that's one of the most difficult things, if I'm honest. Yeah.
You seem to have adapted to your new darts like quicker than I think I've ever seen anyone adapt. I mean, are you surprised yourself at how smooth the transition has been, given you'd used the same setup for as long as I can remember, really?
No, to be honest, like I say, when I went to Winmau, they was brilliant. They did everything, you know, that I asked of them. They made me a set of darts, and I literally said, "Oh, I don't like them ones," and they made me another set of darts. There was no questions asked. So yeah, the darts I've obviously have not just started practicing with them last week. I've had them, you know, for a good sort of 2 months, and been putting like 20 minutes, half an hour at the end of practice, and you know they've been going well. But you can never judge, you know, how good darts are until you actually play in that match situation. And like I said on previous interviews, I think if it had gone bad last week in the winter series, I might have, you know, maybe questioned things and then maybe tried to tinker things. But it went well, and I topped it off with the title. So, you know, I couldn't wish for much more from last week.
Perfect, Joe. All the best for the next game. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, one. Cheers, Jake.
Joe, were there times tonight with Adam hitting the 119 and obviously the tops? Were there times you thought maybe it wasn't your day?
Yeah, to be honest, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I just thought, especially with him doing that, when we bowled up, we threw 4 times and he hit 3 balls out of the 4. And I just thought, you know, is it going to be one of those nights, you know? But like I said, I don't care about the performances and things like that. I got over the line, and that's enough for me.
What do you think is the next sort of natural step in darts? You've obviously had experience winning on the European tour. You won at the Winter Series over the weekend. What's the next step, do you think, for yourself?
Maybe to get, you know, to a final. Maybe, you know, I'm not going to go out and say, oh, I'm going to win this, I'm going to win that. Obviously, you want to win the majors, but I think getting to a final, I think that could be a big breakthrough. You know, it proves to yourself that you can get to the final. So, you know, I'd probably say getting to a final. You know, maybe the players, or obviously the Worlds, with a bit of luck, the Worlds would be away from Ali Pali, and I'll have a chance of winning the game.
All right. Thank you very much, Joe, and best of luck Thursday.
Cheers, Joss.